Leave them if they tell you that, whether it's because of their conscience, because of their past, or simply just a way out. Many people use that as a reason to just break up with someone. You will never know more than the actual person themselves, right? They know what they're saying based on their feelings, based on their experiences, based on their past. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you're already part of the tribe. Today we're going to talk about 5 things to believe when people tell you. Sometimes we tend to not take seriously what some people tell us, and it can be out of fear of losing them, or thinking that they will possibly change down the road, because it's always a 50-50 chance. It's never guaranteed. Or worse, thinking that you can actually change that person. It is not your job to change anyone. It is your job to take things for what they are. It does not matter what you do. It doesn't matter how hard you try. It doesn't matter how hard you try to prove to someone why they should change. If they don't make a conscious decision to change and stick to that, then nothing's going to change. Believe when someone tells you they're not trying to be in a relationship. They do not want to commit. Believe them. When someone makes the decision to tell you that they're not ready to be in a relationship, that they're not looking for being in a long-term relationship, it's because they already thought about it. If they were to change their mind, or if they thought there was a chance of changing their mind after meeting you, they wouldn't bring it up. This person is bringing it up, and they are saying they do not want to be in a relationship. Then believe them. So be honest with yourself and take things for what they truly are. Do not create this fantasy in your mind of the possibilities and what it could potentially be. You will never know more than the actual person themselves, right? They know what they're saying based on their feelings, based on their experiences, based on their past. Whatever reason that they do not want to be in a relationship, it's their own reason, and we have to respect it. And there could be many reasons why. Maybe they were just in a long-term relationship. Maybe they are healing, going through their own healing process. Or maybe they just want time for themselves, which they are entitled to. So respect it and appreciate and be grateful that they were honest with you. You do not want someone that tells you, yeah, you want to be my girlfriend? Let's take this to the next level. And then not be respectful to you, not be loyal to you, and do a whole bunch of things that you do not want to happen to you. So be grateful when someone tells you that they're not ready to be in a relationship, because they're being respectful of you. They're being honest, and they're respecting your time. They're saving you time. Believe when a person tells you that they do not want kids. Wanting kids, it's a huge decision. Wanting to have a family, it's a huge decision, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion and what they want in their life, right? You do not want someone that you have to try to convince to have kids, because you have kids with them, and then what happens? What if they no longer want to be with you because of how much life changes after you bring kids into a relationship? What if there aren't the parents that you would want them to be? You know what I mean? So this is why it's important to take them at their word. If they don't want kids, maybe they just don't want kids. You want someone who truly wants kids, who has envisioned themselves having kids, who they look forward to having kids. If your values and what you want out of life doesn't align, take that as a sign that that's not the person for you. If you're currently in a relationship, doesn't matter how long you've been in a relationship. It could be short-term, long-term, whatever. If this person tells you that they are unhappy in the relationship, believe them. Figure out what is it that's making them unhappy. Is there something that you have stopped doing that makes them feel unhappy? Because remember, you meet someone, everything is amazing at the beginning, but you both start to grow, right? You get to know yourselves more, and you can potentially be a different person, behave differently. So with those changes may come, different reaction from your partner. And you guys may not be as synced as you thought you once were. So take this time to have that talk. What's missing? What have I done? What have I changed? What am I no longer doing? And this is a perfect time to learn each other's love language. This is so important. You can definitely go online and just look up love language. There are tests like for you guys to figure out each other's love language. You could possibly be buying your partner a gift when they have a quality time. You may be giving them words of affirmations to make them feel good, but their love language is physical touch. Figuring out what is it that makes that person feel good, what is it that makes that person feel loved is key. Not doing what you think you love or not doing what you think they might love. Find out what is it that will make them feel good, will make them feel loved, appreciated, seen. This is a good time to have that talk. Believe when someone tells you that you deserve better. No one is out here putting themselves down like that, belittling themselves. Because when someone tells you that you deserve better, that means they think less of themselves. So people are not out here trying to put themselves down like that. Believe them if they tell you that, whether it's because of their conscience, because of their past, or simply just a way out. Many people use that as a reason to just break up with someone or no longer date someone or just not even talk to someone. Whatever the reason is, it doesn't even matter. Because again, they're saving you from that heartbreak, from that waste of time. I want to make this really clear before moving on to the next point. It's not that I'm saying to run away from anyone who is belittling themselves and thinks less of themselves. No. I'm talking about you can be with someone who is healing, who doesn't think so much of themselves, but is willing to work on themselves, want to work on themselves. There's a difference from someone who's telling you to move on with their lives because they think less of themselves. They're not showing you any sign that they will work on themselves, that they understand that they should work on themselves, and that it's their job to work on themselves. I hope I'm making myself clear. So it's okay to be with someone who is aware of their trauma, their pain, and their suffering, and is healing, and it wants to heal. And they know that there is their job to heal and work on themselves. It's okay to be with someone who is willing to work on themselves, But it's not okay to think that you can change someone's mind of wanting to be in a relationship who doesn't want to be in a relationship because they think that you deserve better. Because you have no idea what they've done. Whatever the reason is, they're entitled to do that. It's just another time to not try to convince this person that they are what you're looking for. Only you know what you're looking for, but they also know what kind of person they are, what happens up here, and how it could possibly affect you. Sometimes it's not what we want to hear when you're really into someone and you want to get to know more of them and you wish it could work out. But honestly, you have to be honest with yourself. Maybe later on you can meet them down the road, when they're better off, when they have worked on themselves, when they see that it can work. You want someone that can at least have hope in things working out, not someone who's already thinking negative and the relationship hasn't even started. Last but certainly not least is if a person tells you that they do not work well with others, that's something for you to believe, and that's something that you should consider, because it's important to work with others to a certain extent, right? In a friendship, you guys have to communicate, talk, make things work and see if you guys can actually be friends. In a relationship, to your values and what you want out of life combined is that your person, like, you have to work together, in any relationship, in any time that two people come together, at work, in school, at church, even like in your family. People that don't work well with others, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if a person tells you that they do not work well with others, believe them. Again, don't think that you can change their mind. Don't think that you can make them more outgoing. They are already acknowledging that they do not work well with others. So you take that as you will. The point is for you to accept it. Believe when they tell you that. Just don't think that it will change overnight. It's just gonna go away or they're gonna change. Unless you can identify yourself with this person, unless you're also not a people person or you don't work well with others, then then that's something that you guys have in common. That's different. However, if that's something that doesn't sit well with you, if that's something that you think can be a problem down the road, then again, save yourself that pain. In my opinion, I find that most of life is working with one another. We have to work with each other in order to make just everything flow. So if you think that that's going to be a problem for you to have this person in your life, now you have to consider whether this will be a problem for you to have someone who doesn't work well with others, whether it's a platonic relationship or a romantic relationship. It's something for you to consider, because you do have to work with others in almost any relationship, whether it's professional or unprofessional. Take things for what they are. Believe people when they tell you things. It is not your job to change anyone. Your job is to live your life, be yourself, and the ones that are meant to be in your life will somehow, some way will come into your life and they will stay. And the ones that don't mean to be in your life, then let them go. They don't deserve to be in your circle, and that's totally okay. That is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you and I appreciate your time. Thank you for all of the support. If you did like this video, then don't forget to like it. Give me a big thumbs up and show me that you actually liked it. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. If you're not already part of the tribe, then don't forget to subscribe, and I hope I see you in my next one. Bye.